Hey, what's up folks? It is Ty, and a couple years back, I made a video reacting to your weirdest dysphoria triggers. And it was a great time, so in my effort to put out trans content in this current climate without it being the most depressing thing you've ever seen every time I upload, I decided let's do that again, but make it Euphoria. What are some weird things that give you gender euphoria? Now, I don't use Twitter anymore like I did when I made the dysphoria video, so we're going to Reddit for this one, r/FTM, strange things that give gender euphoria. Having a pocket knife when someone needs one, that is literally me. I have a pocket knife right here on my desk, and I got to do that today at school. Now, I'm allowed to bring a knife to school. I'm allowed to bring a knife to school because I'm in like a tech program and we have tools and stuff. But today, the instructor needed a pocket knife, and I was like, boom. And he was like, that was really fast. And I'm like, dude, you have no idea. I wait for this moment. I carry a pocket knife with me all times and wait for the second that anyone needs one. And here's my little really smooth trick I'll show you, okay? First of all, spring assisted pocket knife. So you just pull it out like that, and then you just flip it over and offer them the handle. Nobody else is impressed. Nobody cares, but it makes me feel really cool. So you gotta try that one. It's just a little, there you go. You pull it out, right? Pull up the knife, boom, and then hand it over like that. Cool guy shit. Hot guy shit. Sorry, can't help it. Literally, love that. My favorite is when cis dudes go for the handshake when greeting me. I didn't get a lot of handshakes as a woman, but ever since I started transitioning, I feel like the majority of cis guys I meet just do it now. Even guys I knew before my transition. Oh, love that. It's so gender affirming for me. I love a handshake. I love to go for just a classic handshake. Now, I do constantly get tripped up when guys are, are we doing a fist bump? Are we dapping up? Like, I don't know. Hey, when it works, baby. It feels good. But I just feel like the majority of the times I'm screwing it up. But yes, a successful handshake or fist bump is very gender affirming. I feel that. Now let's take a moment to talk about a different kind of euphoria with our sponsor, Blesa, a bi-women company for all things sexual wellness. Blesa's mission is to empower everyone to embrace, explore, and celebrate their sexuality. And we are doing a massive giveaway. Literally everyone who signs up will win a free toy or gift card. Now, if you don't already know about Blesa, I just gotta stress that you're gonna wanna take advantage of this giveaway. They are the best at what they do. These are custom engineered, top of the line, luxury toys worth every penny at full price, and they are giving them to my viewers for free. So do yourself a favor, sign up, and you'll thank me later. So here are a few favorites, starting with their Pebble. It's got suction and vibration controlled independently, ergonomically built to fit perfectly in your hand with no annoying pattern modes. Next is the new Pebble Pro, the all-in-one Verse King that delivers suction, tapping, licking, and vibration all in one compact toy. With 3 interchangeable heads, 5 speeds for each function, and 5 vibration speeds, you get a fully customizable experience each time. Up next, we got their Air Vibe that offers silent dual stimulation with 5 suction speeds and 5 vibration speeds, each controlled independently. It doesn't just hit the spot, it hits both the spots. Up next is the new Grind. Motion mastered, Grind takes movement to a new level with dual motor engineering that delivers precision, rhythm, and control, 5 thumping speeds, plus 5 vibration speeds that can sync together or run independently. The oversized, flexible body adapts to your shape, offering custom comfort and full coverage stimulation. With contours where you need it, there's no repositioning necessary. The discreet remote control keeps your focus on the experience, not the settings. And finally, their Thump, a toy that does it all. It utilizes Blesa's improved Pleasure Jet technology. It has true feel vibrations that naturally complement the suction at its targeted base, and innovative thump technology for natural palpitations on the back of the pop grip. All of these toys are rechargeable, waterproof, and made from premium quality silicone. Each of the vibes come in a charging case that's discreet and travel ready. Blesa's lineup is truly unmatched, and don't forget, my friends at Blesa and I are literally sending out free toys or gift cards for toys to everyone who signs up for my giveaway. Link in the description, that's happening now, so sign up and enjoy. The past few days at work, some customers told me Happy Father's Day if you're a dad, which blows my mind because I look 16 even though I've been on TE for years and I'm 23. I usually respond, thanks, I'm a cat dad. Aw. Yeah, that's dope. I don't think that's strange. That's just like being perceived as a man, which is sick. And I think that, yeah, that'd be a wonderful thing to hear. Getting the head nod from other men as a hello. I received so many of them at Pride that it put a smile on my face. Aw. Love that. I totally feel that, especially like you're in public and like you see like an older man and he gives you, you know, one of those, or like a, you know, you get the nod either up or down. I think the up nod is less formal. The down nod is more respectful and acknowledging. You know, there's definitely like, there's situational which direction you're nodding. And you gotta know that stuff. You gotta figure it out. But it is absolutely gender affirming to receive the nod first and then, you know, reciprocate. Working my physically demanding job, I have to lift heavy things, and it doesn't matter that I'm still in a feminine body. I still get to do hard work and feel like a hardworking man. Yes, I feel that one so hard. Like I said, I'm in school. It's like a film crew program, so you're doing a lot of physical work. We're building sets, we're moving stuff in, moving stuff out, rigging these heavy ass lights and cameras. I had to build a kitchen set for one of our projects and spent an entire day just moving furniture, like the stove, the refrigerator, hanging cabinets, installing a sink, like lifting and building and measuring stuff. And I got like a tool belt. I love that shit. I said, I love that we just spent the whole day doing manual labor. And some of my classmates thought I was being sarcastic, but I was actually really stoked. So love that. I love when people ask me to help lift heavy stuff or open jars for them. Oh my God, yes. Sometimes I get a little bit suspicious if Christy is just pretending to be super impressed by how strong I am just to get me to do stuff. Like lift stuff, move stuff, open things. Cause she'll be like, wow, you're so strong. And I'm like, thanks. You got anything else you need me to do? And then I realize, well, now hold on. Now hold on a second. But I still do it. I'm still gonna do it. What can I say? The first time I had a razor used on me during a haircut was Euphoria heaven. Totally get that. I think the experience of like going to the barber shop, being at like specifically a barber shop, getting a haircut, getting a shave, all that, definitely. Also, for some reason, playing Team Fortress 2, I totally feel that. I think just being a gamer in general, having my headset on, you know, having the controller in my hands, I don't know. Makes me feel like a dude, makes me feel like a gamer, bro. Also being good at video games. Like, I'm not good at every game that I pick up, but the ones that I like, when I am doing good and people notice it and they're like, wow, you're really good at that. I'm like, oh my God, yes. I think that's a personal thing because before transition, I wasn't bad at video games. But playing with guys, they'll sit there and tell you every move to make, every button to press, even as you're actively doing it successfully already. And I think that as a guy, I have, one, the male gamer privilege of not receiving as much backseat gaming from other guys. And so then two, is the opportunity to play the game and people be like, oh wow, I'm impressed. I don't feel the need to tell you how to do this. Not that my skills are particularly impressive, but like if I'm playing Zelda with Christy and she wants to walk around and look at stuff and then all of a sudden she's getting attacked by 5 monsters and she's just like, kill them, you know, and hands me the controller, that's good shit. That's the stuff I like. Having a cis man want to physically fight me. Like a lot of guys aren't trying to pick fights with people they see as women. That is so true. Honestly, I've had that experience. I've never been the one to get in anyone's face, but I've had guys get in my face and want to fight. We didn't end up fighting, but it has happened twice. It's come pretty close. And that is absolutely a thought that has occurred to me of like, damn, I guess I'm passing well enough for someone to want to try to kick my ass. I wish a bitch would. I got some pent up stuff I could really work out. I'm joking. Don't try to fight me. I always have a knife. And I'll stick you. Lifting heavy things. Exactly. Another example I have of this, I was briefly a bartender. I would bartend at events, and I did this Pride event where I was closing up at the end of the night. We had these big coolers full of ice, like these drink coolers, and they all needed to be carried away from the tent. It was an outdoor drag event, and then dumped and then brought back. And I was like, I can do it by myself. Carry these big drink coolers away, had to pick it up, dump it over, and then carry it back. And the other bartenders were impressed. And since they were impressed, I just kept doing it. I did them all by myself. And again, one of those things where looking back, they were probably just encouraging me so much so that they didn't have to do it themselves. But you know what? I got some gender euphoria out of it. They didn't have to do the work. We all win, right? My brother forgetting I'm trans. Felt. The other day we were out and I needed to go to the toilet and he pointed to a bush and said, just go there. We kind of stared at each other for a minute before he realized. I've had so many interactions with that, with friends that I've had for years, family members, especially with the bathroom thing, or like trying to have kids. And there's always that awkward moment of me being like, no, I can't, I can't stand to pee. I can, but I might make a mess, you know? Like, and I definitely can't get my wife pregnant, unfortunately. Science just isn't there yet. My shadow profile. I can see that. I get what you mean. Yeah, specifically the profile though, like from straight on seeing my silhouette. No thanks. However, the other night we ordered delivery and the guy left the food on our doorstep and I walked out there to get it and it was dark and I was backlit. So we only saw my silhouette and he was like already walking away almost to his car and he was like, have a good night, sir. And I was like, oh. Yo, that's crazy. Here I am 11 years on T, like still surprised when I get gendered correctly. But honestly, I often feel like if someone sees, my body without seeing the beard, without, getting the full picture, that my shape wouldn't pass. But that's just my own personal feelings about it. And obviously that's not the case. Let's fucking go. I don't know if it's strange, but things like my smell, my growing strength, my body hair, and the way my voice feels. The odd one might be that I have to consciously avoid making women uncomfortable, especially at night in close quarters. That's definitely something you gotta start thinking about. I guess it's, validating that now you're being perceived as a man, so you got to not come off as threatening. And it's definitely something you gotta do. So I could see that, having that noticeable change of being like, okay, I'm now seen as a man. I need to act accordingly. I was on set the other day and there was a little bit of conflict where a couple of guys weren't getting something done that they needed to get done. And the girl who was in charge of them was expressing some frustration to me about it. And I was like, do you want me to yell at them? Because I will, just joking around. She was like, honestly, yeah, I might have you talk to them because you're a guy and people listen to you. And I was like, shit, I'm sorry. You're right. And another guy was right there who's like a good friend of mine. We've become really close. He's a trans guy, but he's early on T. So people in the class like misgender him and stuff. And he was saying like, yeah, he will literally tell people to do something and they just straight up won't do it. And then I come along and tell them to do the same thing and they like snap to it. So they were all kind of jokingly giving me shit about congratulations on your male privilege. And I was like, I'm sorry to hear that. You're right. I try to use it for good. I try to wield my powers for good, get shit done around here. But yeah, male privilege, not a good thing that it exists, but unfortunately validating to have as a trans guy. Doing the gorilla chest beat. Ooh. Is that something you're doing a lot? Hell yeah. Just boy things. My younger work colleague answering my nagging with an annoyed, I will, dad. He's a big guy, twice my size in every way, but made me feel so happy. Aw. I love that for you. That's sweet. The weird button and belt code. What is it? What the hell is the button and belt code and why wasn't I informed about it? Men's clothes have buttons on the opposite side. Okay, I didn't know that. As well as our belts being on the left side versus right for women's. Is that true? I've always done my belt the same way. Am I doing my belt wrong? Hold on. Whoa. Slow down, everybody. What do you mean by that? 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 How does... Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, wait. What do you mean by that? Oh, no. Now hold on. This is how I do it. This is how I do mine. I go around the left. Go around the left.
You asked for it, so here it is. What's the proper direction to wear your belt? In the old days, men would thread through the left side, so the opening to their belt ended up on their left.
Whoa. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, okay. I still don't understand it. Hold on. Because this one says clockwise is the correct way. Does that mean this for women? Because I do mine like... No, that's how I do mine. Wait. I go like this. Let's pretend my pants are up here. I do this. Is this for... Why am I crashing out over the belt thing? Nobody cares. Chill out. Not a big deal. But I am gonna switch it. What are some random things that give you gender euphoria? Wearing a long sleeve shirt and pushing up the sleeves just a quarter of the way. Yes! Oh my god. Absolutely. Doing all that? Love it. Also, here's a pro tip, fellas. If you're wearing like a flannel or a button up and you want to roll the sleeves up, instead of rolling like 4 times to get to your elbow, you just unbutton, roll it all the way up, and then fold over once and like, line it up, and it'll be the same distance, but you don't have to keep rolling it over and over. Saves time, and then it's not like so incredibly tight and constricting. When my pants fall just low enough on my hips so you can see the band of my boxers. Oh, hell yeah. I was doing high waist for so long, which I think fits my body shape better. But now that the sag is back, the low rise is back, having the baggy shorts with the crop top and then like the Calvin Klein waistband in the middle, getting a little slutty with it, honestly, hell yeah, that shit hits. For me, it's my checkered Vans. Anytime I wear a belt, don't even talk about a belt right now. Some random fish drawings I saw on TikTok. I have no idea why. Looking at a fish. Hell yeah. Me when I see a fish. I'm a man. My Xbox deodorant that I'm nearly out of, that they don't make anymore. Xbox deodorant is so incredibly boy. I completely get that. Old Spice deodorant, felt, the color red, sure, and getting things off the top shelf at the store, especially for other people that can't reach it. Absolutely, that one. I helped an old lady get some toilet paper from a shelf at the store a couple months ago. I'm still thinking about that. Big hand veins during/after workout. Oh yeah. Seeing, the vascularity anywhere, love that. Ass getting square because of tea. That is so funny. Christy always tells me I have the most square-shaped butt she's ever seen. And I didn't know that was like a guy thing. I thought that was just I'm built like that kind of thing. Hell yeah. Prickly hairs when laying my head on my arm and my old clothes feeling tight. Yes. Flannel pajama pants. Yeah, felt. Pocket knives and multi-tools, basketball shorts. Carrying a cooler onto the beach. Oh my god, my camping gear. Like just having a bunch of camping gear, putting it in my truck, that kind of shit. Bro. Being the one people ask to squish bugs, except I take them outside instead. Yes. Love that. Weirdest thing for me was getting called a homophobic slur when I was out with my boyfriend. I don't normally pass, so I was happy to be identified as a man, even in such an awful way. Gender affirming hate speech. Let's go. All right, guys, with that, we're going to call it. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to join the Goose Troop today. Pick up your trans rights merch over on skeletiturner.com. And as always, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.